Hello, everyone, and we are back with more Disco Elysium. Hopefully, today we can figure out more about what went on with the murder. We know there's a body out back somewhere, but let's get right into it. Actually, starts to open up a little bit more out here. Oh, heap of snow melts in this wheelbarrow.
The RCM in
The
Matilda.
gardener.
What can I help you with?
The RCM. I'm guessing that's the police force that we're with again. You sound
We don't
surprised.
see a lot of police around here. That's all.
I have some
Of
questions for you.
course. What can I help you with?
Who are you exactly? Good to meet you, just a gardener? Another question, then. We need directions. I think it's good to know where we are. I'm looking for a dead body, though. 2 points north, that's right there in the yard. She's relieved someone has come for it, finally. I don't think I need to know any other directions aside from that. Just keep moving. Oh. Gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with, after all. Let's ask her. Sure, keep them. I have another pair. She hands you the rubber gloves with no visible annoyance. Thank you. So this car down here is pretty sweet looking. Let's see if we can mess with it. I'm guessing this is what the lieutenant guy drove in on. Prise Kinema? Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. Let's open the door. In the cabin you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. What is this machine? Oh, you can use the toolbox and radio if you'd like. Okay. Motor carriage. Something bad with a motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat. What is this thinking feeling? Do all policemen in the RCM have such cool motor carriages? Oh, yes, okay. What is the sinking feeling I have with the words motor carriage? Nothing, nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please proceed with the carefree lollygagging. Do we drive somewhere? No, I'm afraid not. He straightens his spine. We have a murder case on our hands, remember? This must be what woke me up when you arrived in Martinez. Yes, sorry about that. The Kupri Kinema does have a rather distinctive engine sound. He says it with very badly concealed pride. Let's take a look around the cabin. Tap on the fuel preheater gauge. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat. There's no use pressing the heat button, he says, and jingles his keys. It won't start without the ignition key. We're not going anywhere right now. Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC. Let's run our fingers over the steering levers. White suede feels luxurious under the touch and metal clutch handle, so very familiar in your palm. Interesting. Let's pull out the pull-out toolbox. The metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized. Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools like some men are. He's clearly a little protective of his tools, but what can you do? Work is work. So there's a pry bar, chain cutters, a flashlight. Can we take all three? Let's take the pry bar. Item gain, pry bar. The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. Interesting. Oh, the chain cutters. The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hands. And the flashlight. It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue, blue. Lets you see things in the dark that you would otherwise miss. Okay. Let's pick up the radio. The frequency tableau lights up and a green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye, and then you hear something. Soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves, cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static. This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you? Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on. Composure of medium success. Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times. Come in, Delta 10. This is Firewalker. Copy. This is Officer Alice Dimitri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? You could swear she was friendlier with the lieutenant. I need you to connect me with a civilian, a Sylvie. She may have reported a murder. Of course, what is her number? Kim, didn't Gart give you Sylvie's number? Yes, hold on. The lieutenant takes a look at his notes. Her number is 005-1944-298. Received. Hold on, officer. Start slapping a marching rhythm on your thighs. Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone. Officer, she finally returns. I have Sylvie Malayaka on the line for you. Yes, hello. A female voice grants you through static. It sounds like she's a million miles away from here. Sylvie, I believe we've met before. This is me, a detective from the Whirling in Rags. Right, she recognizes your voice almost immediately. Hello, officer. What can I do for you? Electrochemistry, medium success. There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it. Ah. So I said I was going to go for whatever worst choice I can, so let's see if she'll grab a cup of coffee with us. Oh, damage morale. No, absolutely not. Was it you who called the police? No, not me. But why didn't you call the police? Didn't a corpse behind the workplace bother you? What? Of course it bothered me, but I thought the union already knew about the corpse. Huh. I meant us. You should have called the police. No one calls the police. You can hear her adjust the receiver in her hand. The union would get angry. What do you mean by that? You know, she seems to be looking for words. What the union says goes. People listen to them, and they take care of their own, which is, like, everyone here. Authority, medium success. Garbage. Let's push on. Tell me, why exactly did you let a corpse hang in your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us? I didn't want to get in trouble with the others. Push her further. Show her the error of her ways. What others? The other people who live around here, local people. I didn't want trouble. What trouble? You don't live here. You don't understand. Squealing is frowned upon here. Everything is dealt with, well, by the union, internally. You hear static, her chin rub against the receiver. Then, please, I just don't want any trouble. Let's keep pushing. Let me get this straight. You ignored the law to save your own skin? Didn't know I had to report it. I thought someone would take him down eventually. Her voice breaks. It's a little late for tears, isn't it? Should have used them to summon the police earlier. You can almost hear the girl getting smaller on the other end of the line until she almost drowns in static. Do you know who made that call? No, you can hear her regaining control in the background. I honestly don't know. Who made the call reporting the crime? So I think the guy inside said that she made the call, but if she didn't, did. There's someone else. The lieutenant makes a note. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while. Okay. Why did she quit her job? I mean, why did I leave the bar? You can hear her tense up on the other side. Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir. Wait, why aren't you comfortable discussing it with me? The static waivers? Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone. Get away from whom? You know whom. I'm guessing the barkeep or whatever guy inside. I think that's everything. Empathy. That's a low chance. Made her cry earlier and you asked her out. That's not gonna happen. Anything else I can help you with, officer? Done with the radio for now. Let's leave the car alone for now. Take a look around. How further down can I go? Maybe these people know something. Tommy Lee Home? Conceptualization, medium success. A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes. I am the law.
Yes, you are, my man.
I am the law.
Yes, you are, my man.
Ah. What's going on here?
It's a jam, my man.
What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates of the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days upon days.
Limbo, huh? So that's where I am.
Yeah, exactly.
Conceptualization. It's official. He too agrees. This is the antechamber of the afterlife. So how long have you been here?
Feels near forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need?
Got any smokes on you? Ah, wait, he's smoking right now. Nope, don't smoke. What? What was that in his hand? There it is. Perception, medium failure. Yep, nothing wrong with that statement. Your senses have nothing to add. You'll have to ask around elsewhere. Guess I'll ask around. Care to spare some change for the working stiff? Sudden financial duty snap him out of his days. Oh no, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work. They who? Bosses, man. So you're broke. Got it. What else did I have to ask here? Let's ask him about the body. He's not one of the drivers. It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He kept his nose out of the dark stuff. What? Analyzing the fundamental structure and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs. Your conclusion? A sense of surprise. There ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. Let's leave him alone. He doesn't seem to know too much. Mail collection box. This Post l'Aventure mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. Let's pat the box. No, let's kick it. Fuck you, mail delivery box. There's a hollow, saddened ring as you kick the L'Aventure mail collection box. It sounds betrayed, in disbelief even. Oh! Your toe has suffered damage. It hurts. Cool, the lieutenant nods approvingly. You really showed that mail collection box. You think so? You think it was cool? I don't. Let's go. Let's pat it now. Good mail delivery box. The mail collection box has no faith in your psychopathic manipulations. It's a shame. To where the body is. Get some information. You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. What kind of vehicle drove through here? Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you are having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover. Why am I looking at this? Cop habit. You look at everything. This isn't case related, you think? Interesting. So the tire tracks have nothing to do with the case. 42%. This is a white check. You may retry it. Let's give it a go. Check success. The tire tracks were left by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message written in the language of burnt rubber. So this guy making a 3-point turn or a 2-point turn or whatever and just crashed into a fence. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the Whirling in Rags. This is point A. The driver started here. Then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry, according to the cafeteria manager. The hole in this fence doesn't look that huge. The hole's not that impressive. He was exaggerating. People blame cops for everything that goes wrong in the world. This has nothing to do with you. Okay, what next? The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building. Oh. Before heading south, must have been in a hurry. Is this connected to the case? I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez. With the jam right here on the roundabout, I would keep them separate. You'd follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there. See where they went, if you find the time. So a car drove through that fence. You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage-friendly city. Somehow that makes you feel scared. You don't know why. I'd be scared too. But where's this body at? Oh jeez, there's a person out here. Oh god. What's this? The letter R wears a crown on the ribbon below. A light above descending. Can we open this? Looks like a dumpster. Oh! Hobocop. Perfect. This trash container is locked. The sliding lid is a padlock that says Whirling in Rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death. Lieutenant, what do you think could be in there? Trash? Food waste from the cafeteria? They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence, too. Then we should open it immediately. He leans in to inspect the lock. We get the lock open. Try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage, or we could ask a key from the manager. He probably has one. Tool not equipped. Oh, so I need to equip the tool to be able to do that. Let's see. Ah. Go, held? Let's try it now. Force time. Jam the tool under the lid and pull. You've jammed the pry bar under the lid, but it just isn't bending. Hang from the pry bar with all your weight. There's a creaking sound as the pry bar slips under the lid. You hang from it, like a moron, huffing and puffing. Clearly the technique is wrong, but nothing else comes to mind. The fuck kind of metal is this? This fucking shit. The quality of metal is not the problem, from what I see. It's sturdy enough. Let's kick the container. Oh, that's not good. Well, I've now had to use my only healing item because I keep kicking things. That's it, I can't pry it open. Looks like we'll have to get the key. Is the trash container out back yours? Fine, no, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags. Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked? Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out, that's why. And the neighbors, too. They put their trash there, and they don't pay the garbage company. What you want to bet this guy killed him? I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container? Well, yes, us and the garbage disposal company. Seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. I wonder what this feeling is. Prod at him and find out. What if I told you I am a hobo, or soon to be one, rummaging through that trash? Will you keep me out too? Yes. But I need those leftovers to survive. Sir, I'm sorry, the RCM is having financial trouble, but it's not this establishment's problem. Doesn't it seem callous to you, guarding even your leftovers from the poor? Callous, what are you, Krasmazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not special in that regard. So, not only did I get the keys, but I put on the gloves, just to be ready. Let's see. Open the padlock with the key. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you shouldn't. Of course you should. This is your time to shine, Hobocop. Dive into that dumpster for extra content. Didn't I just have a premonition that there's something in there? There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow, your hand still on the lid. Open the lid. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. We're just in time, the lieutenant peers in. This hasn't been emptied for over a week. Dig in Hobocop style for extra content. Wow, an Armistice caliber 50 knock cannon, half wrapped in paper tissues, so shiny. What's a knock cannon? It's a giant rifle, and it's very expensive. Not as expensive as that fat string of pearls sneaking among the rotten banana peels, however. And that a Cordon Electrics preamp with Electra F2 tubes? It is. That catches quite a price. We're talking 12K easy, unless you're into hi-fi yourself. I'm probably going to need the money, to be honest. But I am into hi-fi. That's too bad, because none of those things are actually in there. There's just food waste and crisp wrappings. A cruel jest, there must be something. All you see is a broken mug with a racist depiction of the Yellow Man frolicking in saffron. Antique? Only in its social sensibility. Take the mug. The man briefly glances at the mug, then returns his sight to the trash. Look under the boxes of carton. You see milk, an egg rest with one broken egg in it, some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this. Used to what, dumpster diving? No, searching for evidence in the trash. Good practice for dumpster diving. Dive further. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Petit Soliel cereal? There are plastic pasta packages in below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. About the rags. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. Grab them. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air. Oh, great. The victim's clothes. The lieutenant smells them. Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. The lieutenant produces a black plastic bag marked evidence from his pocket. Drop them in here, officer. Bag the trousers. Kim quickly searches the jeans. Guitar mark blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A wide belt. The loops appear stretched, but... He looks into the container. The belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here. Something slimy catches your eye. Of course it does. Reach for it. A drab long-sleeve shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus. Bag the shirt. This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Nods to himself. Anything else? Anything more? Perception. Trivial success. The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. Just garbage. That's all, I think. Alright, we should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hotel cleaning the yard, or that one. He nods to the red-haired boy behind him. I'd advise against confronting that force. You think someone from the whirling might have been involved, maybe? Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and this establishment had the key. It's just a small, loose thread. Need to talk to the kids. The fuck's he on about? Kids? The one behind the fence yells. You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something. See? Okay. Search the food waste. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands, apple and potato peels mostly. Unidentified sludge and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this? What? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny, looks like the corner of something. Let's pick it up. Item gained, damaged ledger. Something larger, a clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes written in a man's handwriting. Officer, is that your paperwork? No, it can't be. Secret task complete, find your paperwork. Yes, it is, look. He points to it. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form. A miserable-looking slip of paper sticks to the board. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?